Welcome to Social Science class. So today I am going to start with a new lesson, that is Revolution and Unification of Nation. Revolution is called as a change, development. Unification is called as a merge. So here a transformation and merge of a nation. So first let me give introduction. After the decline of the federal system, the political strength of the landlords also came down. As a result, many European kings reduced their dependence on these landlords and took all the powers of to their hands. Many kings believed in divine rights theory. Divine rights theory is nothing but they are the supreme. So they are the one and only for them only having the rights. Just the rights like in a God. And were of the opinion that they were not answerable to their citizen. That means whatever they say, they have to, the citizens have to do it. So whatever they say, that is a right, and no one should question them. So that is called as no one are answerable to them. So whatever they do towards the citizens have no right to ask them. To whom? To the king. So in order to rescue their own welfare, their own prosperity, the middle class suffered. The middle class supported the kings and played a majority, a major role in the birth and growth of nationalism. A strong nationalistic view of patriotism means love, loyalty, devotion towards the country had its good and the bad effects. So these nations were responsible for ending the anarchy. Anarchy is nothing but controlling of others. So of the feudal period, the time of the feudal lords, the kings used to depend on the feudals, the landlords. Why? Because the landlords, they used to grant the vassals, the one who they used to fight for the sake of the king in the time of wars and the battles. So like that, the king what he used to grant the lands to these feudal lords. So like this, the feudal lords, they became the landlords. So and like that, the kings they became the puppets in the hands of the land. That has been abolished, and the king they acquired all the rights. So like this, and they inspired people of the similar culture to come together under the rule of one king. So like that, there were the wars, competitions started between the nations. So in this way, for the trade, buying and selling the goods, discovering the new areas and all, and wars in the America and Asia continent has been started. So now the people they started for the independence. So the next topic is American War of Independence. Here, after the discovery of America, so many European countries started establishing colonies there. So after the discovery, America has been discovered. So after that, the area when they discovered, the European countries they started establishing their areas in the America. So the four major countries, colonies, that is North America, and the France, Spain, Holland and England along the Antarctic coast of North America. Colonies were established by England. These were called as the New English colonies. France and England compete with each other to establish the colonies in North America. So the intense desire, means they are having the desire that I have to establish my own areas in the American colonies for the independence, lead to them to the rise of the rebellions against the England. The American people they started to raise their voice against the Why? Because the Indian people, they came and they started establishing their colonies in the America. Now the next topic is about the Declaration of Independence. Here the 13 British colonies of North America met in Philadelphia. So Philadelphia, it is the USA, in 1774 CE, and they threatened to pose with armed rebellions any move to cut short their independence. So the King of Britain declared this act as an revolt and he started his raised voice, and what he did, he sent his military troop to suppress. Colonies had no option but to fight the British. So with the local armies, when a troop of the colonies attacked the British, the American War of Independence began. The Philadelphia Conference appointed George Washington as its commander. Now, the next topic is about the George Washington. George Washington, he played a major role as a military officer, because American Conference, the people have appointed George Washington as a commander. So he was a military officer. So in the 7th year was against the France and gained popularity. He encouraged the illiterate and unorganized colonized army, these illiterate people. He inspired them and he made them to join the army with courage and energy. He made them to fight against the British army bravely. So that is about the Washington, George Washington. So the next one about the war. Here the war between the England and the colonies lasted for 5 years. Initially the colonies had to suffer setbacks. George Washington had to face a lot of problems, but in the battle of the two wars, that is Saratoga, the two wars, the British army lost. So with the help of the French army, George Washington defeated the British army in the Battle of Yorktown, British. And commander Lord Cornwallis, he surrendered with his army in the year, that is in 1783 CE. As per the Paris Agreement, Britain accepted that the 13 colonies were independent. Since the Declaration of Independence was made of the America in July 4th, is declared as an Independence Day in America in the year 1787 CE. And the separation of all the 13 independent colonies met at Philadelphia and chose George Washington as the President of the United States of America, and they created the Constitution, which is the first written Constitution in the world. It is a consequence of the American War of Independence. Consequence means what is called as an effect. So the war act as an inspired for the French Revolution. Many of the French who fought supporting the colonies army became leaders of the French Revolution. So many of the Spanish and Portuguese colonies in America got inspired to become free and hence revolted against their motherland. So the new nation called the United States of America was born with this, with the America War of Independence. So this is about the unification of America War of Independence. The next class again I'll continue, students. Students, welcome to social science class. So today I am going to continue with my same lesson, that is revolution and unification of nation. So far we have seen about the American Revolution. So let us continue with the French Revolution, putting an end to the dictatorial rule of their kings and establishing a socio-political system based on equality and democracy was the main purpose of the French is economic, social, economic and the political reasons. So here in the French society, inequality prevailed in all space. So it was unbearable and inhuman. The pain of this inequality turned into a violent, uncontrollable anger in the hearts of the citizen, led to the French Revolution. So before the Revolution, there were three classes in the French society. So in the French society, that is the first one, that is a clergy. Clergies are called as a priest, and the aristocrats, those are the noble wise men. Okay, and the next one, that is an ordinary people. So here the first two classes, that is clergies and the aristocrats, were enjoying all the facilities and were few in number, and they were extremely free from paying any tax. They lead a life of luxurious life. And the third class was that is deprived, suffering severely. They are not getting any kind of rights. Inequality was there in them. There is no social and the political system, no equality, and they don't have even rights also in the society, and they have to pay heavy tax to the kings and all. So they were not getting any kind of facilities and all. So at that time, the intellectuals, agriculturists, laborers and the professionals were in this classes, in the ordinary class, in the third class. So their income was less, but the tax was used to pay more, huge tax they used to pay, and they did not have either religious nor political rights nor freedom, and had to tolerate insult day by day, in every day, every single moment in the society. So this was going on with the ordinary people. So at that time, and they were the people who were the unhappiest, and those all were not happy with the ruling of the kings and all, with the clergies, with the nobles, because these two people were in the higher position. They used to get all kind of respect in the society. They were leading a luxurious life, and even they are free, they are even not to pay any taxes also. Okay, and these are the people, the ordinary people. They are the one who were suffering a lot, and at that time, and they were waiting for an opportunity to overthrow the old system. So that is about the social. And the next about the economic reason. France was an agriculture dominated nation. Means main agriculture. In spite of advance in agriculture practices, production lagging behind. Production was very slow. So, and as a result, there used to be revolts. They used to write their voice, and lot of disturbances in the sake of the food. So in this way, industries were under the control of the trade union. Trade union is what Union selling the goods. So this is what about the main economic reason. The reason of France was an agriculture dominated. Means in spite of advanced technology was there in the agriculture. Modern machines they were using to grow the to grow the crops and all. But the yield was less. The production was slow. So due to this is the main economic reason. Even with that, the people, the ordinary people, they used to pay heavy taxes to the kings. So this is one of the economic reasons. So the next one is a political reason. So France was ruled by the Bourbon dynasty. That is Louis XIV became the king. He was an inexperienced king. He don't have any kind of an experience at all. Okay, and he lived in a grand palace and in the royal palace with the members of the royal family and the ministers' advisors. He led a life of the luxury and wasteful expenditure. He used to spend the money without any means wastefully. He used to spend the money, and he was not bothered about. And the routine he had and the queen named as Anna Mary, who was the princess of Austria. She was even she also misspending, she misusing the money. Even both, even king and the queen, they not used to bother about their citizens and all, and they used to spend a lot of money for the wasteful things and all, and even they what I said, they not used to bother. And the royal family, the family members itself only, they are the advisors to the king, and the king don't have any kind of experience. He was inexperienced person. He don't know how to run the administration. He don't know how to rule over the people. But he used to suppress the ordinary people by collecting the huge taxes from them. And the influenced people, the clergy, the nobles, they used to lead a luxurious life in the society. The respect was given to them only. So this kind of things in the kingdom was going on. And she, even the queen also, she also not belongs to the this kingdom. She belongs to the different country. She belongs to the Austria, and she also misusing, spending the money for her personal things and all, for her personal lavish life and all, and spending lots of money for the festivals and all. And she had no concern about the problems of the ordinary people, and she was interfering in the administration of the nation people, and she hated the people of that nation. Used to hate her. Why? Because she don't belong to their country, and she since she was a foreigner and had no love for the French France people, and the king could not control her. So this was the political reason. And the next one about the influence of the French thinkers here. So at that time, the famous philosophers, the one who study the society, the people, those are called as philosophers, and with the intellectuals ones, the wise people, the scholars, those are the Montesquieu, Rousseau, and the Voltaire. So these are the thinkers of the French thinkers, that is Montesquieu, Rousseau, and the Voltaire. So with their writings, they inspired the people. So here Montesquieu in his book Spirit of Laws condemned the divine rights of king and declared support for the constitutional government. So here divine rights of the king means king he himself thinking that I am the supreme, I am like a god, all the powers are given, whatever I want I can do. So this kind of thinking was there in the king. So here what he is telling that Montesquieu, that Montesquieu in his book Spirit of Law condemned, means he is condemning the divine rights of a king and he is declaring support to the constitutional governments. So the next one about the Rousseau. Here even the Rousseau in his work also he said that social contact observed, man is independent by at birth. He is independent by birth itself, but he is found chained everywhere. Now, chained everywhere means he don't have any kind of freedom, he don't have any kind of liberty. Where in this French kingdom, and so the people were suppressed. The people were found out. The people they used to collect the heavy tax. They don't have the equality. They don't have. There will be partiality between the three classes: clergies, nobles, and the ordinary people. The ordinary people, they are not getting their equal rights in the society. So they were suppressed, they were condemned by the misrules of the kings, queens, clergies, and the nobles. So the next thinker is Voltaire. He also inspiring the people of the French with his provoking words written in his book. Condemned the tradition of French society and monotheism and blind beliefs. He also questioned even the Roman Catholic churches. So these were the three philosophical thinkers with their works. They inspired the people to ordinary people to revolt and for the revolts. So the next one is about the effects of the American War of Independence. Here, the American War of Independence influenced the French tremendously. So many of the French who fought against the British in America returned to their motherland. So the French had to call meeting of States General of Legislatures Assembly that had not been called in the past, in the previous 175 years. So the members of the third class, which is the third class, the agriculturists, artists, professionalists, so these people have belonged to the ordinary people, third class. So they declared themselves the National Assembly. Okay, they invited the members of the other two classes, which are the other two classes, that is the clergies and the nobles, to join them. In 1789, so they attacked the state prisoners, okay, and they released the prisoners, and they released the prisoners to put an end to the dictatorial rule. So on 27th August, the Declaration of Human and Civilian Rights was adopted, and the king rule was replaced by the democratic government. So this was an the effects of the American War of Independence. So the next one about the consequence. The revolution became the reason for the wars, battles, for the severe or important events. So federalism vanished. Federalism is the landlords that has been totally removed, abolished, and the special privileges that had the clergy and the suffragettes had were all cancelled. So who are these? The two classes, upper classes, the clergies and the suffragettes, the nobles. They used to lead a luxurious life. They having respect in the society. They are free from the paying the taxes and all. So that also the federalism has been vanished. The two classes, that is the clergies and the suffragettes, the noble class, that has been also been cancelled. So the land of the rich was seized. The church came under the control of the states, and the union, the uniform system of administration. Uniform means what? One. For each and every one, there is only one kind of a rule. Only one administration came into enforce throughout the country, and now the people are given guarantee. That is for them. That is, they should be will be the equality, liberty, and the brotherhood in the nation. Freedom. So this is about the French Revolution. So the next class again I am going to continue with the same lesson, students. Thank you so much.